doing? Welcome back. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today we're going to be playing some more Dragon Age Origins. I hope that is all right with you. How are you guys doing? How might you be? I want to hear all about you guys. And also, that is not just an introduction. That is a yes. I want to hear all about you. I am now on Blue Sky, by the way. Officially on Blue Sky. I stopped posting on Twitter a while ago due to Twitter being a literal cesspool. But then when Blue Sky started building momentum, I decided to finally jump ship because screw the guy who owns it and move over to Blue Sky. And I just did my first few posts and I've been having fun. I've been putting updates on my life, saying what's been going on, kind of my own living habits and how I'm trying to you guys should follow me. You guys should follow. 100% should follow. I'll probably be updating my socials here relatively soonish, especially in the videos and such. Old videos will still have my Twitter, but that is no longer active. So yeah, fair warning there. We need music, and where are you? Oh. Hello? There we go. Here we go. I was on the game last night, making myself a reshade, and yeah, that took me a while. I didn't actually make one. I was working on one, as you're gonna see here. It still needs a lot of work. Yeah, it's very bright. But so we'll just go back to this. We'll just go back to the one that we were using. I am so happy that reshade shows now, though. It's missing that though, and then do I want to add HDR on here? It's very bright, very dark. What else do I want? Let's get into the game though, and then we can do some minor edits and such afterwards. Huh. That's a crash. Interesting. Fascinating. That is a crash. Don't try to full screen the game while on loading screen, it seems. That is a crash. Fascinating. Okay. I've just never experienced a crash in this game before. Over there. No. Think we go with that? First, let's talk to our boyfriend to see what's he.
What do you need?
I want to ask you something.
Ask away.
What can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
Did it not save? Save. Gosh, okay. Away, home. So, Templars use magic themselves.
You could call it that, sure. The Chantry doesn't look on it the same way, however, since really our talents only work on mages. Against a regular person, I'm just a guy in a metal suit.
So, couldn't others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
So you were addicted to this lyrium?
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templar's talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually
so
doesn't
means
let
of
the
control.
Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
So it's a bit of control.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Why have you remained a Templar if you hate the Why have you remained a Templar if you hate the Chantry?
Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring.
Not this again. Can you answer a simple question?
I used to be able to, but then the Chantry beat it out of me. Sad but true. I can't hardly get through a pillow fight these days without being overcome with guilt either.
So this is where you deflect questions with humor, right?
I'd use my shield if I could, but I think you might actually spot me hiding behind it. You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring.
I do really want to, yes.
Poke, poke, poke. Tell me everything about your life, Alistair. All right, if you insist. It's not like we have anything better to do, right? The truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Al Eamon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it.
What did you enjoy about the training?
The education, mostly, but also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but rewarding. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. and Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home?
Not anymore, no. Home is where camp is. We're travelers now.
We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again. Though that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good, either way.
We can rebuild.
I suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. I wonder if it would ever feel the same. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Alistair approves. Let's talk to Liliana. What do you know of this place?
Lothering? I think it started as a settlement by the river, and then grew when it became the place where two roads met. There are always people in Lothering, but many are just passing through.
Let's talk about something else.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
That vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
What then?
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was.
Why didn't they pull it out?
A single, beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
If you must. What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Your mother's been doing this for a long time then?
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
What do other animals think of you when you've changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
Can you change into other humans' forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Can anyone become a shape-changer?
Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
I've never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
By practitioners, you mean apostates, don't you?
Not all apostates use the forbidden blood arts. Maleficarum do, but to condemn all who do not fall under the circle's thrall for the sake of what might be is a dangerous path to walk. There are those who look on the word apostate as meaning freedom.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
I think your abilities sound quite useful, actually.
Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Wait, why did everyone approve all of a sudden? Like, what? Am I in people's good graces now? Nope. Nope. Why am I the lowest level? Bruh! That said. Interesting. Okay. We'll go to 20. We'll go to 15 there. Okay. Right. Mage creation. Okay. 20, 17, 25. Magic, magic, magic. Play for now. Did I make some mistakes? Hold on a second here. Okay, fixed.
What now?
Fixed. Borrigan is now a shape changer like she's supposed to be, and Alistair has the Templar as he's supposed to. Okay. And I talked to all three of them. So let's head over here and talk to Barlin.
I heard what you did with the other merchant. Got what he deserved. Because I still don't have food to sell.
Show me what you've got. Oh, thank God! Okay, weapons first. I'm not selling my family. Don't need the dagger. Don't need the great sword. All the Grey Warden stuff I can just sell. Longbow, balanced greatsword. So that. So Tantry clothing. I don't. Why is that? Okay. That's better. As much as I want to wield that. $11. So the iron ring. Don't necessarily. Quartz, silver. Ooh, it's a gift. Okay. Goes in lightning. It's using up plenty of my inventory. My armor is like. I suppose I could like sell all of these. $14. Dog whistle. Full fruit. Demonic ichor. Yeah. Now what do you have to buy? Lightning rod. Huh. Any belts? Reduces hostility. For 1 gold, sure. Can I buy any gifts? Ruxal. No. Okay.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Oh, that's how. Okay. I think hers is better. Yeah, slightly better. Okay. Looking for War Paint of the Vanguard. Oh, from the Mobari. 2.5 stamina regeneration in combat. I'm guessing those are rune slots. No, not me. Alistair. Dwarf, really? Okay. That's just better. What about you, Liliana? Sure. Cannot equip that. Grey Warden inclusive. What about the bow? Okay. Nice great sword. We'll take it. Four in there. Okay, yeah, looks fine. And then we sell the rest.
You're here about food. Take it up with that. I got other gear to sell.
Show me what you got. No. We don't need that though. So that, keep the family sword. Yeah.
You're here about food. I got other gear to sell.
Know any well-paying work in Lothering?
Check the chanter's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. I don't suppose you know anything about poison?
Poison?
Yes, that's right, poison. I've got some traps around the place. I've heard the poison hurts them beasties just as good as anybody else.
What if some refugee triggers your trap?
Well, then those bleeding sad sots should stay off my land, eh? Besides, these days, any folk out at night is more than like to slit your throat. Can you make poison or not?
That's a harebrained idea if I ever heard one.
That's what Elder Miriam said. But it's my coin and my land. I just want to rest a little easier at night.
Even if I could help. Farewell. Let's see. I thought Liliana had poison. Or did I just respec you wrong? No. But I can't. I love this respectability. Liana. Dexterity. Cunning. Sure. And we'll do trap, stealing, poison that. Okay. Bard. Left hands. Yeah. I don't want sword and shield. Stealth, yeah. Okay.
You're here about food. Take it up. I got other gear to sell. I don't suppose you know anything about poison?
I have dabbled in such things.
I figured if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice.
I'll see what I can do. Anywhere I can find the ingredients?
Well, there's herbs in the North Wood. As for other stuff, look around town. Some refugees just left things behind to travel faster. I don't really know what you need, though. I might have some in stock, too.
Show me what you got. How do I make poison? How do I make poison? How do I make poison? Okay, where's my crafting screen? Ah, there it is. Give me a second, I'm checking how to make poison. Three toxin extracts.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
I don't see. Three flasks. Oh, he's got ale. Sure. For the flasks. For the flask. Miriam potion recipe. Recipe. Acid flask. Three flasks from Ballin. I'll come back later and do this. Because I've... I don't have them yet.